Hey folks, what's going on? Let me take a sip of coffee real quick. Then I got a question I got to ask everybody. So check this out. Let me know. Drop a comment if you think it would be cool or valuable or interesting or anything like that to have to basically take this site's information, throw it into a Google Data Studio, just kind of a public presentation of the analytics. Of course, it wouldn't show um, search keywords or pages visited or the website name or anything like that, but it would have the traffic, the kind of the visual search console where anybody can just go in and look at it at any point. So let me know if that'd be cool to have. Again, this site's like an experiment, so if there's something I don't know about Google Data Studio in which there could be a leak in there somewhere, I configure it wrong, oh well. Anyway, let me know if that'd be cool. I don't think anybody really does that, so might as well start that trend, we'll say. Whatever. Anyway, 1 week down. Programmatic SEO website update. This is already out of date because I recorded this, I recorded a version of this yesterday, but I was still really kind of sounding like I was a prepubescent geek with my nose blocked up. I feel a little bit better today. So screenshots are a day old, but there really hasn't been much change. It's a week, 8 days, what have you. Minuscule. Anyway, so of course the site was launched on October 11th. I think the first posts were published on the 12th. I guess the more like the URL domain name was bought on the 11th. And that's kind of when I put this all in motion. I have 2 iterations completed, both about 2,400 or 24,000 posts piece. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. I think the next slide has literally all this stuff already laid out. Yeah. So of course I use Google Sheets and Excel to host all the data, and then WP all import after going through and figuring out exactly what to or how to get those posts and pages created. WP all import, that's the jam. If you're on WordPress, that's all you need. You don't need to use a third party to draft up your posts and input your data. WP all import does that. And then if you have a few more things you need to do, unique images, featured images, what have you, it's like $99 for the premium plugin. I will be buying that, not for this site, just because I have like a default image, a default featured image that just works across the board. It's fine. I don't have the featured image in the post. It's just for sharing. Shit works. So that's all you really need. You need Google Sheets and WP all import, free. Then you got hosting and buying a domain name and all that kind of stuff. Whatever. That's normal website stuff. You don't have to pay for anything else. Anyway, so some general information. Of course, there's about 47.5K published posts. 47.5. About 350 words on average. 400 words each for the first 24K and about 300 words each for the second 24K. But don't let the word count fool you. And I had to write this down because otherwise I just say too much and then people can find my stuff. And then most of the time it's not a big deal because I dive and delve into more obscure niches. It's not pets or anything like that. So most people wouldn't want to touch it. But the value that's delivered on the page is less from the words and more from the additional elements that are created, charts and graphs and other things that are just on the pages. The text is more boilerplate type stuff. This is a X. You can use this to find X. This blah, 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 shit like that, where the text is really irrelevant. It's just there to offer some guidance, but the guidance is not needed. We'll just leave it at that. So that's what we got. Here's some screenshots, what have you. Again, well, I don't think I said this, so I can't say again. Let me just move my forehead out of the way. Can't really count these 2 clicks. I believe those were both me because I was doing like a site URL search on Google just to see what pages were being indexed, and of course clicking through like a buster. But this continued to go up for yesterday, the 19th, up to like 50 or 60 impressions, whatever. let's see, the Bing, we're already getting indexed in Bing and getting clicks through Bing. I imagine that there will be a pretty decent traffic from Bing, Yahoo, other search engines besides just Google, which I'm happy with. I don't want to just rely on Google really anymore, because so many things change and happen throughout the course of a year as far as algorithm updates and all that kind of stuff, that to rely so heavily on Google for traffic is almost you're playing Russian roulette. It's just a matter of time before you hit that sixth chamber. Coffee break. So Bing's on there, and it's kind of funny because I see what this person is searching, and I kind of feel bad for them because they need help. And it's like, if you knew the site, you'd laugh along with me. It's not that they need like medical help or like dire, they're gonna go broke or anything like that, but they need some help. They need to step their game up. And then pages are getting indexed according to Google Search Console. I don't know how accurate this is. I mean, I don't, it's a week. It's only been a week. It's got to be a few weeks, months before things are starting to cook. I did end up getting, what's up now? Okay. So again, this was created yesterday, literally like an hour after I created this, not even an hour, like 20 minutes before I even had a chance to download the recording for yesterday. I got an email saying, hey, you need to step your site up for, display ads. I was like, all right. So AdSense, I just immediately like re-clicked like, hey, I reviewed it. Yeah, come on. Just because, I see other sites, and I know this is not a good indicator, because we all know that all these companies, all these big mega companies have, everybody plays by their own rules as far as on an individual basis. Like, you can do X, but you can't do X. I see other sites that are similar to mine. There's like 2 or 3 core competitors, I guess, that do have display ads from, Google AdSense. I don't know if it's Zoic or Mediavine or whatever. Well, not Mediavine, but they do have, they're being ads are being served from the Google network, and they are literally the same thing, the exact same as mine. So I don't know what's going on there. If the display ad game or doesn't work, what have you, then of course there are alternatives to AdSense. There's plenty of media companies or media advertising. I don't know the correct name. I'm new to the whole like display ad thing. I don't really play that shit, but now I do, I guess. There's plenty of alternatives to AdSense. It's not the end all be all. So that's that. If all else fails, if they just like, for whatever reason, nobody wants to put ads on this site, like, oh, whatever, I might just do I'll figure something. I'll probably go the affiliate route. There are some things I could, sell this audience, although they're not exactly, I don't know if it'd do well, you know what I mean, on that front. Or I'd probably just have to start reaching out to companies or, whatever, and just say, hey, here's what I have going on. This is the site. Here's the traffic. Would you like to buy ad space? Blah, blah, blah. Charge a flat rate, do that whole thing. It'd be better that way than just running like auto ads. Just because I could set the rate and I can say, hey, here's the value you get from it because here's the audience and here's what you do. So it's your target audience, that kind of thing. But yeah, so whatever. Debbie Downer a little bit, but not that big of a deal. So there's 3 more kind of iterations, batches, what have you, I can create. It's one of those things where it's like, I could do that all today. If I just put my head down and just got after it, that could be done today. But it's so easy that I keep putting it off. So I just need to do it. So I think I'm just going to do it. Yeah, I just talked myself into it. That's what I'm going to be doing today, is creating those last few batches. Because again, it's create the template, upload 2,400 or 1,000 posts like instantly. So yeah, I should just do that. After that, I don't want this to be a project that just continues to get added onto. There has to be an end in sight where I can go, okay, that's done. Now I can forget about it for 4 weeks. Well, I'm going to check stats once a day, twice a day, 4 times a day, but I'm not going to continue to add stuff to it because it is done. It is complete on the content front. Yes, there are some things I can do as far as like to flesh out the homepage, depending on what goes on with the advertising, do the sidebar types things and figure out that. But I want there to be a goal, a finish line, we'll say. And I think after these 3 more batches, that'll be it. And then it's time to just let it marinate and hopefully grow and eventually stabilize. And at that point I can assess, okay, what's the next move? If it's something where it's continuously earning a consistent amount of money every month, okay, great. Let's wait a year and then possibly sell it. Maybe just keep it on the back burner as far as just, hey, this thing's making money every month. Keep it coming. If it's really cooking and starts earning, I don't know. I don't have a number in mind, but I would 100% be in the arena of competing against myself. In that, I mean, you can see right there, I would just register a new domain, do the exact same thing as far as what the site is useful for, recreate the actual content, the templates, and do it again. I already have the data. I already have the means to just do the whole thing in basically a day and create another version of it and compete against myself. Why try to just be, why try to get first when I could be first, second, third, sixth, and ninth? You know what I mean? Actually crush the SERPs and be all up in there like swimwear. So that's what is on the agenda. So yeah, it's a week. Things are getting indexed. Allegedly, they're showing up as far as site :URL. Shit's working. So yeah, again, if you watch it this far, I'm just going to reiterate what I said at the beginning, in that if you think it'd be cool to have like a live Google Data Studio that anybody can go in and just check out whenever they want, I'll create that. Maybe I'll just take that and like embed it on my website, and then anybody can just go in and see what's going on with this project, and then super duper transparent. So